Burn survivors from all over the world will soon be in Indianapolis. And doctors say surviving a serious burn is one of the most difficult recoveries a patient can go through. News Channel 15's Chris Darby has more about an opportunity for survivors to get that much needed support. Chris?
Good morning, Gina. The Phoenix World Burn Congress will be held October 21st through the 24th. It's a conference for burn survivors, families, and those who work in burn centers to reach out to one another. Over 1,000 will learn how to overcome physical limitations, recover relationships, and be ready to return to society. A trauma therapist from the St. Joseph Regional Burn Center in Fort Wayne will be among the guests.
Once they walk out the door, then they have to figure out how to live life again as a burn survivor. And the transition from victim to survivor is an enormous undertaking.
Trauma therapist Michael Bergeron is talking about the importance of the Burn Congress.
It's a place where they can come where they're not alone with their injuries and their disfigurements and their recovery, and everyone there is alike. Everyone there is the same. And so it immediately normalizes their appearance and their circumstances.
Bergeron knows how difficult it is to work with burns, but he also is aware how much is needed to help those victims survive.
I saw the look of horror on the faces of patients and families, and had an enormous amount of empathy for them, at the same time being horrified by what I saw. And I knew it was a need, and I felt that it was something that I could overcome and be able to help them. And so I was able to look beyond the physical elements of the problem and see the person.
It's a long journey to go from the fear of dying to living a normal life. But there are success stories.
We had a gentleman that was injured in a factory explosion a few years ago and sustained third-degree burns over 95% of his body, part of which occurred because he went back in to save people. And in the end, after 51 weeks, we were able to walk him out of the hospital, and he survived, and now he's living large. He's not just surviving, he's thriving.
Bergeron says there's one important lesson for you to know about burn survivors.
They're wonderful, happy, healthy human beings that simply look a little bit different. And it doesn't take very long for their scars to dissolve, and you just see the people.
People from Fort Wayne will have a big impact on the conference. More than 20 staff members from St. Joe will be there, helping the burn survivors and their families. Live from Studio 15, Chris Darby, News Channel 15.